Affleck spoils what his Batman and Wonder Woman do in The Flash, sparks speculation about desire to play the Dark Knight again. Parting ways with DC Studios and Warner Brothers, Ben Affleck has made some last remarks that spoiled his final appearance as Batman in The Flash, as well as one more cameo we thought was clipped from the final cut. Wonder Woman's Gal Gadot, or Gal Gadot, I don't really know how to say her name, might still be in it, and she participates in some action according to Affleck. The actor and director appeared on the Smartless podcast and gave away the surprise of Wonder Woman, which was given away already by the internet a few times, and what she brings into the battle. I don't want to give away a spoiler, but it was a scene where I get caught. I get saved by Wonder Woman. Of course he does. During a confrontation with some bad guys, he begins. And she saves me by, I'm sure the spoiler, DC assassins are going to get me, but she saves me with a lasso of truth. And so what happens is that Batman divulges some of his real feelings about his life and his work. I was like, wait a minute, I got it, he added. Affleck is possibly confirming two things here. The obvious thing is that Gal Gadot is still in the film and doesn't just appear as a phantom in the Speed Force, which if anybody knows anything about Flash, Speed Force is the thing that gives him basically his powers and everything. And I think he even uses like Speed Force like time travel, and which causes the whole Flashpoint situation in the first point. The other is at least maybe his portrayal of the Dark Knight gets some type of send-off that turns introspective. We're talking about Batman, so his confession has to be bleak. Our guess is he admits to a crisis of faith and reevaluates his life under the cowl. During the interview with Smartless, Affleck, who likes playing characters that are damaged and on the road to redemption, was excited about how his scene went, and his enthusiasm grew to the point he was eager to ad-lib and film more. This mood is consistent with comments he made to The Hollywood Reporter about playing the Caped Crusader. I was about to say the Carpet Crusader. And the downfall of the DCU. He liked some of what he did in Batman v Superman, but he expressed the notion didn't feel like he perfected his portrayal until The Flash, which he previously said made Batman fun for him again. I was curious what the heck does that mean, because Batman isn't supposed to be like in the Justice League movie that they had comical points with Batman and everything, and I don't like comical scenes with Batman. I know they've done stuff like that before when it comes to like the Marvel universe and everything, and sometimes it works with the Marvel universe, but a lot of times I like the darker, grittier, serious tone that they do with the DC universe and everything. But maybe he's just talking about that he was enjoying playing Batman again, and not just funny stuff. That's what I'm hoping. That's what he means by that. Working on Justice League under Joss Whedon was the opposite, a nightmare that drove the star to drinking again. Oh, that's not good. Throwing him off the proverbial wagon. However, based on his, whatever that word is above, there are those who see a sign Affleck still wants to play the Dark Knight. I know a lot of people like his portrayal of Batman. I didn't hate his portrayal, so I wouldn't hate if he continued to play Batman in something, as long as it's a good written story and it's a good Batman, not comical Batman. This is despite saying he's done and won't direct anything for James Gunn DCU. Oh, so he's not going to direct anything for that. Interesting. Two who see the sign are Scoopers Saul Abdul and Mikey Sutton, who could tell Affleck wanted another round on their Rogue Gallery live stream. Sutton said Affleck sounds like he wants to keep playing Batman and isn't ready to quit. Sutton added that if The Flash does well, then WB chairperson will have leverage for continuing the Snyderverse. I don't think it's going to continue. I mean, James Gunn has basically kind of said that they're rewriting all of the DCEU, getting rid of the whole Snyderverse and everything. And so, just like all the other stuff that has been coming out lately that is in that world of the Snyderverse, this is pretty much dead on arrival. Nobody's really all that interested in that investment because they know it's not going to continue. I have a lot of thoughts on that I can always get into some other time. We've heard that before, but the hashtag Restore to the Snyderverse movement hasn't given up. Quite the contrary, they, Sutton and Abdul, are encouraged by the remote chance, which is mostly speculative. The continuity can be sold to Netflix, where Zack Snyder is currently stationed. Much the same can be said about Affleck's willingness to film a cameo for Aquaman and The Last Kingdom. So that's interesting. So it makes it sound like, in a way, Ben Affleck wouldn't hate being Batman again, but at the same time, it doesn't look like there's a lot of hope that he will be. He doesn't seem like he wants to film, like direct or anything for any of James Gunn's DCU. To me, I feel like Ben Affleck's Batman is done. That we probably won't see anything else outside of maybe a small cameo. It would be cool to have him come back as Batman, as long, like I said, as long as it was done well. But I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But I'm not holding my breath on that. All right, so that's gonna be it for me today. I hope everybody likes, share, and subscribe. And leave me a comment down below on your thoughts or anything that you're interested in hearing about or talking about. And I will catch all y'all next time.